Alright, we're live. Cool. Welcome to the stream. Anyone out there who's watching. We got our three enders up here. War Nickel, Canadian Ender, and mysterious old looking Monticello. I think we're gonna save those until maybe midway through the hunt. Let's just get started. I feel like I've touched so much nickels today because today's also the day I brought all my nickels to the bank at 300 in nickels, 100 in quarters, and then some random penny rolls. But yeah, it's got some more nickels and it got some quarters. You got a 52 right off the bat. That's nice. It's a 52 plain, looks like. It's pretty slick. You can barely even read that it says 52. But it's a good find, worth 2 points. Nice. See if we can find something awesome. We definitely found a war nickel. That's an 84. I thought it was something else. Mark our scored nickels before I forget. $10.52 plain, giving us 2 points. I see someone's here. Welcome to the stream. We are on nickel roll number 2. Seen some kind of older rims looking. Oh man, am I like Yoda speaking today? I said older rims looking. Some of these nickels look older on the outside. No war nickels in this roll that I can see right off the bat, but we'll be able to conclude whether or not they are or not. Got a few 64s of 2019. Maybe even a Buffalo today. That'd be awesome. Considering we already found a war nickel on the end. We have an ender. That's a war nickel. Considering we already have that, I don't doubt that we'll not find a Buffalo nickel, because that seems like how it goes usually, going through a box of nickels. It's like we get a Buffalo and a war nickel pretty consistently. So let's try to think outside the box here for a second. Maybe we could find a Buffalo. I just realized something. Oh, for some reason I still haven't found a 2019 nickel. You know, I don't know. It's like, depends on, I guess, when your state gets them. I just realized my lighting was kind of bad. I didn't have a different light on. My bedroom light, I just had my main desk light on. But now we can see a little bit better. Yeah, I'm not really sure why you haven't found a 2019 yet, but I do have a one nickel here that looks could be a war nickel right there. Let's just see. Oh man, duped. It's 1988. That's not good. I have 1960, but nothing I would keep. 61. Oh man, I thought that was a 2009. It's just a 2019 P. Is that a war nickel? No, it's a 70, 75. Looked old though. Oh, okay. I'm seeing the chat now. Young Coin Hunter says, hey. And then Canadian King Coin says, hello, hello. And then Highly Unleashed says, hey, everybody. Send me it. Says Young Coin Hunter. Maybe. I don't have any, like, 2x2s to put in, but I'm probably buy some tomorrow. Okay, that could be a war nickel right there. If that's not a war nickel, I'd be upset. I'd be upset if that's not a war nickel right there. Right there, guys. Looks like we have a war nickel. It's the right coloring, at least. Oh, and it is. It is. Yes. Yes. You guys can see that. It's an S. Hopefully it's one of the rarer date ones. I'm just going to put that down for a second. Well, I'll just show you guys. I got to look in my book to see which one's the rare one for war nickels. Oh, it's a 44S. I'm going to look up the mintage, though. 44S has 21.6 million, so it's definitely a good one to get. And the one in my book actually is in worse shape than this one is. This one's in pretty good shape. So hopefully it's a 44. I'd be happy about that. You got 2 war nickels automatically because one's an ender. But let's see what this is. It's a 1945, but that's still like it's pretty low mintage still. Not the lowest one, of course. The 45 is at 58.9 million. Just to give you an example, 45P is 119.4 million, or like the classic 1943P at 271.2 million. So it's definitely not a war nickel you get all the time, which is really good. Let's just look at the front of this again, maybe with my loop too. It's in pretty good shape overall. 1945S. Yeah, I'm actually really impressed by this. It looks really nice. But anyways, that war nickel is worth 10 points. So we're going to write that down. It's awesome. You can see you guys are hyped in the chat. It's good. I'm so glad it wasn't like just a dirty nickel, like I was duped again. That'd be bad. Imagine there was like 2 war nickels in one roll. This kind of looks like, not the edge, but like the surface kind of looks like similar to the other one. That'd be pretty crazy. I don't think there's 2 in here though. I didn't see another edge that looked like it was a war nickel, but might find a buffalo, who knows. Here's an old one. I can already tell it's old. It's a D mint mark. Hopefully it's not a 64. Yeah, it's a 64. Oh well. A war nickel is still amazing, no matter what. And that was only roll number 4. The 4th roll into the box. Got a Warnickel to start the box off. It's pretty good. Plus we have that Ender. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a good box. It already is a good box. Doesn't look like I have any Warnickels in this one. Another 2019P. I'll just take one out. Maybe I'll send it to Young Hoynizer because he says he wants one. That looks like an older one up here. It's an 84 though. It just looks rougher than it is. Or you know, it looks older than it is. Oh, we got a Canadian. Shout out to Canadian King Coins. It's a newer one. Let's see what it is. It's a 2008. So that will give us -1 points because it's the steel one. And that means it's magnetic. Still cool though. Just worth negative points on Quinn's Coins official score sheet. I play by Quinn's rules because we're in the same state and I like his channel. Okay, there's something that looks pretty old in here. So this one right here. I don't know if it's just because it's randomly just worn. I can't really tell what it is. But we'll find out. It could just be nothing. Coming up on it though, it's this one. It's a 1976, it's just weirdly white. And the edge is really worn down. Not something to keep for sure. Hopefully we'll find something good in these rolls. I almost thought I had found a 2-sided coin for a second, but I didn't. Here's a old one, 1954. See what the mint mark is. It is a D, so not very uncommon. Not rare. Just a 54D giving us 2 points. Nice. So how are you guys doing? Pretty good? I hope so. Pretty good Wednesday. Here's a good question besides how are you doing? Who's still in school? I don't know how young you guys are, but who knows? This could be a Warnickel, but I don't know if it is or not. It just kind of looks like it's dirty. We'll find out. It's a 64. It's just really dirty. Wishing it was Friday. finger's already pretty dirty. Just like marked it up with all the dirt in my finger. So it'd be good if I had gloves. I might get some on Amazon. Not really seeing anything too old, just some beat up nickels in there. I got off of school about 24 months ago. Alright, Canadian King coins. I know you graduated high school. I get it. I know there's a lot of younger people that watch this though, so that's why I was unsure, but I like your joke. Nothing. Doesn't look like we got anything for Warnicles in that one. See if we got anything old at least. I just can't get over we got 2 Warnicles so far. Pretty crazy. I guess I shouldn't say we got it so far because it's just an ender, but at least we can see it, I guess. So I guess we did get it still. Now we got a 58. Kind of looks like it's been cleaned almost. 58, maybe not. 58 plain, so that's actually a low mintage date. I'm pretty yeah, it doesn't have a mint mark. What am I saying? It's a 58 plain. It's a low mintage, which is really nice. It's a low mintage below 25 million minted. So the low mintage Jeffersons give us 10 points. Very nice. Get another 10-pointer nickel. Make up for that Steel Canadian. Cool. I'm 30, so I'm not in school. Alright. Is anyone in school in the chat? Like, goes to school, is younger kind of thing? Doesn't look like we got anything in that roll. Who's the mystery third viewer? Well, Young Coin Hunter was here, so he's probably maybe still here, just not saying anything. And I am 23. So I'm not, I don't know. For some reason I hang out with a lot of people in the coin community through Google Hangouts that are younger. So that's why I assume there's some younger people here. I'm not talking about you Canadian King coins. I know you're older. And I don't know. I'm not. It's not illegal to assume. I don't know. Illegal is probably not the right word. It's probably not that crazy that I'm suggesting that people are in school, because in different streams that I've had in the past, I've had a lot of people that were here that were like 13, 12, 15, 14, things like that. Ooh, I found an ender and I didn't even realize it was an ender. It's a 1956D. That's cool. Giving us 2 points. Well, I don't know how young the young coin hunter is, you know? Could still be younger than you. And you're not even that young either. Canadian King coins. You're not that young. And I don't know how young the young coin hunter is, if he's still listening. Or maybe he left and there's someone new here that hasn't said anything. I just thought it would be a good day to stream, because I know Rob streams like Tuesdays and Fridays now, I think. And I don't think a lot of people stream on Wednesdays, but I'm not sure. Or it could be like later in the night, Pacific time or something like that. Didn't see any Warnicles in this one. Or any surfaces, side surfaces, I guess, or rims that look like they're Warnicles. Doesn't mean there isn't a Warnickel in here, because as I said in my incredible nickel finds video, we found a Warnickel that didn't have a darkened rim. It wasn't tarnished like that on the rim, which is interesting. Ooh, we got a 1940? Yes, 40s nickel. Doing it. Oh, Rob's on now? He does Wednesdays? Well, that's unfortunate. That's where everybody is. Looks like it's 1940 something. It's an S, 1940S. Hopefully you guys can see that. Pretty cool. $1940S, giving us 4 points just because it's from the 40s. The 1940S isn't anything below 25 million minted or anything, so not too great of a date, but still from the 40s, still worth a good amount of points. Oh, here's a really nice nickel. It's a 1953. Say it's nice because, I don't know, I think it's got some original surface on there. Surface luster, maybe? I don't know. It looks pretty good to me. I don't know. Compared to this one. Yeah, this one looks more gray than this one does. 1953. That could be something good, I think. 53S is below 25 million minted, so we'll just check it out. Can't tell what that is. It's a D. So not low mintage, but still cool. Giving us 2 points. I'm not sure who Raven is, but I do know who Silver Seeker is and Rob. I guess I need to catch up on some YouTubers I don't know about. But Rob streams every Wednesday and Friday. Silver Seeker does on Saturday, and Raven does on Sunday. If I knew who Raven was, that'd be cool. I'm sure. Is it like Raven Coins or something like that? That could be a War Knuckle right there, that darker one. But it could just be a dirty one too. I think, yeah, it's at 85. It's just really dirty. Kind of bummed that darker one wasn't a War Knuckle. 3 War Knuckles in a box. That'd be pretty good for me. Oh, Ravenhawk coins. Alright. I'm going to have to check his or her channel out. Is it a he or a she? That looks like an older one. Let's get a D-mint mark. It could be 64, but let's just check it out. This is 62. Oh man, that 64 looked old too. Another 64. Or, yeah, the 64. Another one. But it looked older, but it wasn't. It's just really worn. '63, another older one. It's got whatever this is in between. Looks like some kind of fabric. That is interesting. Some blue fabric stuffed into the nickels. He's a really good guy. All right. Yep, I'm gonna have to check that out for sure. That's 61 on the end of this one. The end of this roll. It was the Monticello phasing out though, so. But not that I don't know. I probably wouldn't say it was an ender. Didn't really look like it. Didn't really look that old when I was looking through this earlier. Finding more 2019s than I thought I could have found. Free fabric. Yeah. Like I need some fabric or something. No 2009s that I could see so far. Yeah, but yeah, a lot of 2019 Ps. Must have been pretty well put into circulation now. So it was a few weeks ago now where I found Loomis rolls that were completely uncirculated 2019 nickel rolls. That was annoying. If I could only find that for quarters. I'm picking up quarters and they're not uncirculated. They're just regular circulated quarters, but I can find some 2019 quarters in them. But none of them are the W. I mean, I gotta search through some quarters I got from the bank today, but who knows? Maybe I'll find one, maybe I won't. I know there's people looking through entire boxes and uncirculated rolls, so I think they have a better chance of finding it than I do, but doesn't hurt to look. You could always miss something. I feel like we're in like a weird state of searching right now where I can't find anything. This is a newer Canadian nickel. Shout out to Canadian King Coins once again. I probably say that every time I say this. It's a 1993, so it's below 1999. And it's worth 2 points for being a foreign coin because it's before 1999 in date, which is negative 1 points. Stacking Kid is here. Stacking Kid says, Heo War. Welcome, Stacking Kid, to the stream of streams. 1993 Canadian, giving us 2 points. Flip the camera a little bit so I don't know, you guys can see better, see the scoring system better maybe. Stacking Kid says I got 5 boxes of 2019 D pennies so far. That's really annoying. And then Slyly Unleashed also says he got a box of 2019 P pennies like 3 weeks ago. Definitely annoying. Oh, really? Canadian nickels turned to steel in 2001, not 1999. Well, I'm going to have to change this up score sheet then. I'm just going by Quinn's rules, but I guess he got it wrong. That's why it's good to have a Canadian here, because the Canadians know everything about Canadian money. I mean, you know, Canadian coin collectors, that is. Yeah, I think this is a better setup way I put the camera, so you're not just seeing the side of the rolls in my hand. You can see them better. It's not as good as a YouTube stream though, because I could zoom in. Oh, I can zoom in on here. Last time I tried that, it wouldn't work. So yay, I figured it out. I feel pretty stupid though for not figuring that out sooner. Oh well. Oh, really? He acknowledged this, thank, and pinned a comment to his Nickel Mat reveal video. I got a 1937 Canadian dollar coin today, pretty neat. Canadians don't know how to elect a prime minister. Lol, the Stacking Kid. That's pretty funny. I mean, he must have looked good, you know, in real life. I think that's why they voted him in. Just got a 1940. Yay! 1940. I think that's a D, but it could be an S. Get another one of these, another S-Mint marked 1940. It is another S-Mint marked 1940. 1940, 1940. Giving us 4 points. Cool. Ow. I said ow when I moved the camera. Just hit it with my elbow. Oh well. That was a pretty good find. Gonna find some more 40s nickels and buffaloes and all that other good stuff. Am I right? That's really nice. Just gotta show this off. It's a really nice looking 1970D. It's got some stuff right there. Pretty nice looking. I won't keep it though. Americans don't know how to be on the constant verge of civil war. Canadians don't know how to go to war. I don't think that's true. I'd usually say cut out the politicalness right now, but this is pretty funny. So you guys can continue as long as you want. He spelled weak wrong, Stacking Kid. How about we keep the topic on coins? Doesn't look like we got a war nickel in this roll, unfortunately. Has anyone found anything in nickels like worth talking about recently? On a change of subject from Canada versus the US of A. $1960. That one just looked weird, the date. It looked kind of strange. Looks like post-McDamage though. Is that one offset? Okay, yeah. A little bit different, I guess. Just an offset, 1979. It's not that offset. But if it was really offset, I'd probably keep it. Oh man, those 64s. Someone's got to get rid of the 64s for me. Someone's just got to take them all out of circulation so I don't find them anymore. Me and Stacking Kid are just having good banter. Why is war a good thing? That's what I'm saying. It's not a good thing. So why are we talking about war again? America should not get involved in so many wars. My political opinion right there. It's a nice 1966. Not keeping it though. Sometimes I keep those, but they've got to be really stellar. Oh, there's 4 of you in here. I can just see the Stacking Kid and Canadian King coins going at each other. If there's anyone else that wants to say anything, you can. something coin related maybe. Swing the conversation a different way. Just turned over this 2014 and the edges are just so strong on it still. It get caught on my thumb. It was weird. 2019s don't do that. How come that one did it? It's like there's like a little burr of metal on it. There we go. There's something old. It's 1956. Plain. 56 plain. Giving us 2 points. Let's see if we can find anything else old in this roll, in this box, in everything. Got 1939. That's really good. That could be something really good. Do I collect military stuff? That is a good question. I would just focus the camera up a little bit. There's some military stuff. That's stuff from the 20s and the World War One. But I've got some Yank magazine. Got a bayonet. That's from World War One and World War Two. And I got this desk, this field desk that I do all my coin roll searching on. That's from World War Two. So that's pretty cool. There's a video like that on my channel. You gotta check that out. That's pretty cool. The little story that goes along with it, how I found it. Anyways, let's go through this roll and then we'll figure out what that 1939 is. Hopefully it's something good. Either an S or a D would be good. Below 10 million minted. I think an S, a 1939 S is like 4.1 million, which would be really good. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, guys, it's just a plain. Could have been something really good, but 39s, in my opinion, are still very nice, and they'll give us 5 points. From being from the 30s. I like how you guys just like, you know what just happened? And you're like, stuff is controlled by Canada. It's like, oh my gosh. Oh well. You guys are watching when this becomes a VOD. Just don't even look at the chat right now. It's not that interesting. You know, the chat live stream, don't even look at it. Good, 1959. Also very cool, 1959 D, giving us 2 points. Nice. Yeah, I was eating MREs. It's kind of embarrassing, I guess. But I would always watch Steve 1989 MRE info videos, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get some of these MREs off eBay and see how they taste. Pretty good. Currently, I just got some MRE pound cake that's of recent days, and it's actually pretty good. I don't know if you had pound cake when you were in the Marines. I don't know if you did or not. That'd be a cool thing if you could tell me that. I know your logo is the Marine Corps symbol, slightly unleashed, so I just assumed you were in the Marines. But yeah, when I before I started coin collecting, I used to deal military antiques. So I still kind of have a idea. I don't know. I still like that kind of stuff. I bought this stuff, like this desk and these magazines, kind of for me, kind of for another guy that collects World War II. But I like this desk. It's very useful, so I'm keeping it for now. Where are all the finds at? I feel like we have not that many finds for how far we're through the box. Hopefully we'll find something awesome soon. They get old. Yeah, I would assume they get old real fast. It's like you're just gonna have to keep moving on. It's food, right? No. You burn a lot of energy and then you're just like, oh, do I have to eat this again? I can feel that pain, but I haven't been in the military before, so I actually can't join the military. Medically I can't, so that's unfortunate, but I wish I could. I did go to the Marines though, and the Marines like just if you're all right, kind of just like, you know, lie your way through it. I'm like, that just seems kind of dishonest to me, so that's why I didn't do it. I didn't lie my way through, which I know you can do. But if something like, I don't know, something goes wrong because of your lie, you know, it's on you, I guess, but do I have any trench art? I've seen quite a bit of trench art before. Different military stores I've been to, like Military Surplus and things. But I haven't bought any myself. I haven't found anything at the right price range, I guess. A lot of the stuff that I find, I don't try to buy at retail unless I think it's worth it or genuine. I don't know. I don't know if people are faking trench art, but people fake a lot of stuff, so... I almost bought a SS paratrooper knife from this pawn shop, and then I figured out it was fake. It said made in China on the blade, but someone had tried to rub it out with steel wool, and it just looked too new. It's like everything screamed on it. I'm like, this is so fake. And then like my intuition was rectified when I saw made in China written on the blade. I was like, oh shoot, I'm so glad I didn't buy this. But I have had some Nazi stuff in my possession that I've resold to World War II collectors. The bayonet I have, there's a video like in the beginning of my channel that I filmed pretty badly, so I might have to refilm that video. It's like a World War I bayonet that they also used in World War II. It's a French-made bayonet that they sold to the Belgians during World War I, so it's pretty cool. So they sold it to the Belgians during World War One. They used it then, and then they used it after that during the Second World War when no one was prepared for what Germany could do. Or no one, like, I don't know, they, you know what, they saw it coming and everything. They destroyed Poland. Like, you know, I guess everything just fell after that. I don't know, people just using outdated technology, blades. I mean, if you compare this blade to like US made blades for World War II bayonets, like that kind of thing, it's like you can definitely tell the difference. It's like, wow, America had it so good with our weapons and everything. While people are just trying to get by, you know, with outdated old stuff. Where are these finds? I feel like I've been looking through plain nickels for ages now, not finding anything. Yeah, our finds are pretty low. But I don't know. I don't know if I would trade a bunch of common dates for a war nickel. I don't think I would. So I'm glad we did find that war nickel and this other one that's over here. You have 3 old bayonets. Not sure what type I have. Haven't pulled them out in a while. Or a long time. Some guy was trying to scam me. He tried to sell trade dollars to me and CC Morgans. Canadian King Coin says, I think World War I sabers are awesome. They are awesome. I guess I could pull that out. It's not in a particularly difficult place for me to find it. So there we go. It's pretty long. Imagine carrying this on your rifle. It'd be insane. So there's the where it clips into the gun. And there's wood. There's a wood grip. And then this push-in thing to snap it into place. So why I couldn't figure out what it was for the longest time was because this symbol, I couldn't tell what it said. I still can't really tell. But I'm pretty sure it's something in French. And then there's like cannons crossing with a crown on top. Right. It's kind of hard to tell. Definitely looks like it got some action. Or whoever had it before me. Maybe an old retired person used it in World War II. Who knows? But there's like chips in the blade. It could have been after the war, but they don't look like they're modern chips. How I ended up selling military antiques is that my grandparents' house got flooded, and for some reason they had a bunch of stuff from World War I from a great uncle of mine. Not like a uniform or anything or any weapons of any kind, but they had what did they have? They had an old sewing kit. I guess he was a medic during the war. My great, what is it? Is it great? Is it great 3 great grandfather or 4 greats? I'm not really sure. I think it's 3. And it's not great grandfather, it's my great grand uncle. Was a medic during the First World War. So most of his stuff wasn't there, but there was like old postcards from that time, like souvenirs from World War I, which was very cool, like old postcards and just things like that. And there was a sewing kit with the original directions and everything in it. And I'm like, I'm going to look this up on eBay to see what they're selling for, and maybe I can resell it myself, because I was kind of getting into that. This is back when I was 16. I've always been interested in old historical things like that. So I looked it up, and the only other one I found on eBay sold for $40. And it was complete, like mine was complete. Oh man, we got a penny in the roll. So I ended up selling this sewing kit I found to a dealer who was going to resell it himself. So I sold it for $20. He sold it for $40. Let's see if this is anything good. It's an 81D. So just a regular old penny. Lost 4 cents on the roll already. How unfortunate. There's other things I've sold over the years too. I was doing military for a while, and then I switched into old cameras and typewriters when I found out they were selling. And this was like 2014. They were selling really well in 2014, old cameras and typewriters. They kind of still are, just not as much as they were back then, with all the hipsters and everything. Found in 1959. D, giving us 2 points. So yeah. Started selling a bunch of stuff when I was 16, 17. Not when I was 18. Wait, was I? No, I did sell stuff when I was 18 too. So yeah, 16, 17, 18, I was selling antiques at consignment shops, to dealers. I couldn't really sell World War II stuff at consignment shops because not a lot of people would come into those shops looking for World War II, so I would just sell straight to the collectors that I knew in my area. And they'd always give me pretty good deals for this stuff because they're like, what are you going to do with this kid if, like, you don't sell it to me? But I don't know. They give me pretty good deals for stuff. Like, I had Nazi armbands at one time that I sold, and old typewriters from the 20s and the 30s. I've resold cameras from the early 1900s. And just things like that. And then just recently, in 2017, I was like, I haven't really done anything with buying and selling in a while, and I feel like I should get into coins because the market's there. So that's what happened. To give you a story. That's a lot of history to give away for $20. I don't feel like I gave it away. It's a pretty good deal. I know he's going to sell it for $40, so he's got to make some money. I made some money. It's a 1956 plane. Looks like there's some postman damage on the Monticello. 56 plane giving us 2 points. Getting down to the bottom of the barrel. Where is that buffalo? I'm just assuming there's a buffalo in here. started mowing lawns and pressure washing for money. Along with that, with my farmer's market, I'm going to be set. Sounds like it. It's a good way to make money. As young as you are when you can't get a job. I know some people hire people pretty young, but it's usually like cash under the table jobs, which is, I guess, fine. But a lot of people don't want to hire people that young. This feels like, you're just a kid. They don't feel like you're gonna work very hard. You're just gonna goof around or something. So it's good that you're, making money for yourself. Very mature of you, stacking kid. It's like if your parents won't give you money for nothing, It's just kind of like you do chores and stuff like that. That's expected of you. You gotta branch out on your own and do extra work for money. We got 13 rolls left. We still got these enders over here. So. Yeah, usually we get more 40s and 50s, but a lot of these rolls have been complete duds. It's strange. This looks old though. Hopefully it's from the 40s. Yep, 1946. It's a good guess. Allowance is such a foreign concept to me. A lot of kids get like 100 a week for, and I don't do chores. And don't do chores. Wow, that's some issues right there. Some parental issues. What did I say that was? A 46 plane? Yeah, it's a 46 plane. Giving us 4 points. Yeah, I don't think kids that should do nothing should get $100 from their parents. I know when I was young, I went to this nicer private school, and parents would give their kids like $100 if they like aced a test or something like that. Got a bunch of A's, just like say if they got like an A in one class, their parent would give them like $100 for that. I'm like, what is this ridiculousness? And my dad would be like, oh, I can't do that. I'm not going to give you money just for doing good grades. You just should do it regardless, I feel like that's the way a lot of it is, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong in this day and age. A lot of kids get $100 for just no reason. I don't know. It just looks like there's some older ones in here. No, it's a 76. I don't want to see that. Got a 61 in here too. And 75. I thought those were gonna be older, but they weren't. Buffalo and 2 rolls. That's your guess? We got a Canadian, I think. Yeah, 1987. Gives us something. Gives us 2 points for being foreign. Foreign to America. I'm guessing one more 1940. Yeah, 1940 is pretty common. You know what's weird? I haven't found a 1941 in a while. Or maybe it was like last box I did, but I don't know. It just seems... It seems like I should be finding more 41s from 40s, but they're pretty high mintage both those years. 1940 plain and 1941 plain. What is this? It's just an 84, but it looks older. That's disappointing. Oh, I just realized I moved my camera. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys, if you weren't able to see anything this whole time. Not this whole time, but I moved it. And I'm sorry I moved it. I just heard that Rob found over 30, 40%ers in the first 2 boxes already. That's pretty insane for him. I know he doesn't find a lot of silver, or he hasn't been finding too much silver recently, but I don't know how long ago that was when I heard that. But good for him finding all that silver. I wish I could get $half so I could probably get silver. But can't order $half where I am, so... Next best thing where you can find some silver, nickels. So far in the quarter way of things, I haven't found a lot of silver looking through quarters, which isn't uncommon. A lot of people don't find silver in the quarters. It's because a lot of people took it out and they stopped making silver. Am I right? I think I'm right. Another dud roll. Hopefully we'll get something soon. We got 2, 4, 6, 8 rolls left. Doesn't look like any more nickels in this one. A lot of 2019 P's though. It's 2016, 2019 P. Yeah, they're in here all right. Seeing us so much of them. Modern buffaloes. That's not what I want. I want old buffaloes, the good ones. Oh, Melting Point 09 is here. Welcome, Melting Point 09. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Or maybe you just haven't said anything on streams, maybe. But I'm glad you're here, my friend. Good to see you. Alright, that's a little weird. Someone's painting nickels for breast cancer awareness. Because, little known fact, Thomas Jefferson had breast cancer. That's how he died. And yes, men can get breast cancer. I'm just kidding. Jefferson didn't have breast cancer. I feel like that would be something you'd learn. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I cleaned out my area and I just keep recycling through nickels. For as the fines go, did get a war nickel. So if you missed it earlier, 1945S. It's the best find so far. Michael Mullins is here. Welcome, Michael Mullins. Can't say your name. It's a tongue twister. Not too much like a tongue twister, but speech impediment. See, oh man, I thought that was gonna be old. It's a 64, the dreaded 64. Nothing. Hopefully, the ender rolls that we got in the beginning are pretty good. Saved them till last because we know we got a war nickel. How common are boxes of all customer wrapped rolls? Well, these boxes, they come sealed. Let me show you. There's a seal on them. So the machine wrapped rolls are in the sealed box, but if you see it unsealed, usually I don't go for those. But some of the boxes they have at the bank, I know they have customer wrapped rolls that someone they made a box over time of just nickels. But I don't usually go for those ones because I don't know, someone's been through them. Maybe they keep the 40s nickels, maybe they don't. It just seems too chancy to me to look through all those nickels, because I did get a whole box of customer wrapped rolls once from a school, and I'm glad I looked through it and without making a video. Well, I don't know if I made a video or not, but it was like since I started the channel. And I looked through it because I was unsure if I'd find anything. And I looked through the entire box, didn't find a single thing. No 40s, no 50s, no nothing. I think they even took the 60s out. It was just a bunch of modern nickels. And I'm like, all right, I'm never doing this again. I'm never getting a bunch of coins that have been customer wrapped rolled. But I have, since then, I've gotten some dimes. Just because the guy still in Cirque suggested it. That was a good idea. But here's the war nickel ender. You can't even see that. There we go. See, he's got a P over the Monticello. So it's a war nickel. Let's see what this one is. 3, 2, 1. It's a 1945p. So I'm glad it's not a 1943 because that happens a lot. But 1945p, I will take. It is black, unfortunately. But it's not the worst war nickel I've ever seen. Still a war nickel. Still silver. Giving us 10 points. I didn't even write it down. 1945 P. 10-pointer coin. Hopefully there's something else in this roll too. 62. We're not keeping that. That's a weird looking coin right there. It's like blue. Let's go 45D for the next find. Complete the monopoly. I didn't even think about that, but you're right. We got a 45S and a 45P. All we need is a 45D. It's war nickel heaven over here. 2 in a box has happened before. We found 2 buffaloes and 2 war nickels in one box before. But that was my first war nickel ender, so I'm pretty happy about that. I mean, how unlucky is that? What is the chances of that even happening? It's pretty slim. This ender is just an older Monticello. Could be something old. Could just be like a 70s or 60s nickels, but hopefully it's something good. Or hopefully there's a buffalo in this roll. So we haven't found one of those yet. All right. It is a it's a 70. I thought it was a 56. It's just a 1970. Well, that's disappointing. Hopefully we'll get something else in this roll. And I can put the camera back where it was, so you guys can see what I'm doing. That'd be helpful. Silly war nickel. Still looking for 2009 too. Those rarely happen. Pretty rare for me, which is weird, because they're not that low mintage, but I feel like I find more key dates than I find 2009s, which is weird. Nothing. Ender wasn't even an ender. It's just a big disappointment. But we got one roll left. I wonder what the point system would be if I hunted a box of nickels. I don't know. You should make one though. That'd be a good idea. A point system for Canada's nickels. Speaking of Canada, we got another Canadian nickel. 1989. Pretty cool. The Queen in all her glory, and the beaver in all his glory, or her glory. I'm not sure if it's a he or she. Come on, 1940. Alright, so Canadian nickel, 1989 gives us 2 points. I don't know if this box is better than last box, but we did get a buffalo nickel last box, so... Nothing. So what did we get? What do we get for our finds? Let's see now. Am I still zoomed in? Hopefully not. Quite a few Canadians this round. Canadian. 4 Canadians. Find more Canadians than we found 40s nickels. Who knows? Get that 45. We got a 1940. Both the 40s were S's, which is interesting. Two 1940s. Two war nickels, which is amazing. 46. 56. 59. 39, which is always good. 56 again. 58. 58 plain, that's actually in really good shape. 52. Found that at the beginning. You guys missed it. Just the 52 plain. 54 D, I think. 53 D. 59 D. And 56 again. So no, we didn't find that many Canadians. We found more 40s nickels than Canadians, but this is still pretty bad. When it comes to looking through nickel boxes, I usually find like double 40s and 50s than right here, and then Canadians are always good, but and then we get the 39. Super cool. But yeah, what should we give away today? I'm thinking. Give away a war nickel. Which one's rarer, the 45 plain or the 45S? Okay, it's definitely the 45S is the lower mintage one. 58.9 million, so we'll give away that one. Is there anyone who want this? It's awesome. Trust me. Don't find a lot of S mint mark war nickels, and this one's in pretty good shape. Pretty good shape. Give away a war nickel. Let's do this. Let's do this. How many people are in here? 5, 6? Is it 5? In that case, we can roll a die. If I can find my die. Oh, there it is. That doesn't take too long. There we go. Who wouldn't? Some people were like, I have too many of buffaloes. Why would I want a war nickel? I don't know. People like giveaways, I think. And we're still keeping up the I give away something every single stream. So war nickel there. Since it's a die, we're just gonna roll a die. Pick a number 1 through 6 after I say go in the chat. So hold on. Once you see go in the chat, then you can guess a number 1 through 6, and then we'll roll the die. And if someone guessed a number before you, and you can see that they guessed a number before you, change your guess before I roll the die. So, I'm gonna go. I know there's a delay though, so I'm kind of waiting for a second so you guys can hear. Oh, Mr. Bacon's here. Right as we're giving away a war nickel. Mr. Bacon, you want in on this? You guys can pick a number 1 through 6. Mr. Bacon, you're gonna have to change your guess according to my screen. Wow, you guys both guessed 5. Oh, melting point on 9. Still guessing 0. Mr. Bacon, you're going to have to switch your guess to some other number. Because according to my screen, Slyly Unleashed has number 4. Alright, so 3, we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 0, and 3. Alright. Let's roll away. We got a 6. Who guessed 6? Stacking Kid. Look at you. Winning a war nickel. Congrats, man. 1945 S. I will send that out to you very soon. Where'd my envelopes go? The Stacking Kid. Bam. And I wrote that upside down. Oh well. Yeah, oh well. I'll just put it in there. I'll put it in there more securely later. But yeah, I wrote your name upside down on it. But yeah, congrats. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching me hunt nickels. It was a pretty good hunt. Gonna have to score it, but I don't think I scored the last one either. Gotta score that one. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in another video or a live stream. Peace.